Yo, peace, Ali, back in the building. And I want to get into this real quick so the stream back is very seamless. So I would just want to get into it real quick. So in this video, I want to talk about how to protect your energy. And I appreciate everybody for tuning in live. If you're watching the playback, peace and blessings to you as well. But you nowadays, it's important, imperative that you protect your energy. I know now than ever, more people are seemingly chaotic, seem like they're going through a lot of stuff. When you go out in public, it seems like there's a lot of energy, a lot of chaos going on. So I wanted to make this video to give you some tools, some things you can do to protect your energy. So I'm going to put it like this. Most of the things are affordable or cheap, and some of the things you have to pay for. So I didn't want to make it where it's everything you have to go spend a bunch of money to get, and I didn't want to make it where you're not spending anything. So there's a mix of things for you. So depending on your budget, depending on where you are in your path, use this video to your advantage. So the first one I want to get into is keep your distance. Keep your distance. You hear me say all the time, love people from a distance. If you have people that do not mesh well with you, it could be your parents, it could be whoever, but every time you're around them, you feel drained, then it's probably better that you keep your distance. If you have a place that if there's a place that you go to or you frequent that every time you go there, you feel uneasy, then you may want to stop going there. It was 2021. Truth be told, you really don't have to leave the crib for anything. You can get your groceries delivered to you. You can get everything delivered to you. So, depending on your lifestyle, if you're in a spot where every time you go somewhere, you're feeling bombarded with energy and it's messing you up and it's getting you off kilter, then it's safe to say that you may want to just stay away from it until you build up your spiritual energy and you're able to go in any environment and be around anyone. That's the goal for most humans, in my opinion, is to raise your energy so wherever you go, you don't lose who you are and you always feel protected. So the first thing is keep your distance. This includes people, places, and things. The second one I want to talk about is create your own mantra, prayer, or word. Create your own mantra, prayer, or word. And the way this would look like is say you want to use a word like, let's just make up a word, Obi, OBI. Say you want to use it where every time you say Obi, you're protected or there's an energetic field on you. The way you do this is you go into meditation. However you do your meditation, go into a meditation and you want to program your subconscious mind with the word that you want to use for protection. So the way this will look like real quick in real time is I take some deep breaths, I get relaxed, and then I tell my higher self, I'm going to use the word Obi to protect my energy. Anytime I say the word Obi, there's an energetic field that comes upon me, protecting my aura. Whenever I use this word Obi and continuously use it, I'm protected more and more. Say something like that. Go into meditation, visualize yourself using the word, visualize the energy coming upon you, visualize the energy around your whole surroundings, and that's something else you can do. If you don't feel a strong connection when you do it once, you may want to do this several times. Or you may want to do this every day before you leave the crib. So programming your own magical word, phrase, or mantra is the second tip for protecting your energy. And that's a gem too, by the way. Um, the third one, and this is another easy and simple thing, is crossing your arms. Whenever you go out in public and you feel all this energy, especially if you're empathic. If you're empathic, you already know you're feeling all that energy when you go out in them streets. You feel me? But when you go out and if you feel like energy is coming at you in all kinds of ways, protect your energy. Cross your arms by cross or protect your energy by crossing your arms. You can do it Wakanda style. You can do it like this, but get in the habit of just crossing your arms. It's a way of shielding the energy from outside of you. So the third tip, cross your arms, and that will act as a form of a shield or defense. Fourth thing, carry grounding crystals. Grounding crystals. Grounding crystals are crystals that resonate with the root chakra. So a simple tip on that is any crystals that are black, brown, red, and some gray are usually protective or grounding crystals. Some of the popular ones are, I have a few written down: hematite, black onyx, black tourmaline, red jasper. So those are some of the quick and easy ones that you can cop. Very affordable. We also have them at l9shop.com, the number 9shop.com. But you can find crystals anywhere. So get the crystals, the grounding crystal, however many you feel that you need, and just keep them on your person. You can get a pouch. You can wear them as jewelry. You can also keep it on the feminine side of your body. So if you're right-handed, the left side would be your feminine side. If you're left-handed, the right side would be your feminine side. So keep grounding crystals on your person. So when you go out and about, it's something you don't have to think about, and to add an extra shield of protection to your aura. So carry grounding crystal is that tip. Okay, the next one, and I don't know where we at. I got like five, I got like 8 joints for y'all. So the next one is a book by Damon Brand, Damon, last name Brand, Brand. And the book is called Magical Protection. Subtitle is Defend Against Curses, Gossip, Bullies, Thieves, Demonic Forces, Violence, Threats, and Psychic Attack. And like I said, it's by Damon Brand. You can get that book from Amazon. If you go into the description of this video, I have a link for you. It is an affiliate link, so I appreciate your support in advance. But if you don't want to use that, just go to Amazon, cop the book. And truth be told, anything by Damon Brand, who is a brother, by the way, melanated, anything by Damon Brand, I don't want to say I fully endorse, but I would highly recommend. So that's an affordable thing. I mean, you have to cop a book. It might be $10, $5, something like that. If you get it through the ebook. So it's not going to break you like that. But if you really feel like you need protection, then you want to be proactive. Similar to depression, you don't want to sit and just be depressed. Just like in the same thing, if you feel like all this energy is coming towards you and you feel like you can't handle it, you don't want to just sit there and just deal with it. You want to be proactive. So this book is another tool that you can use, follow the instruction that he lays out, and then get it popping that way. So the book by Damon Brand is the next one. And like I said, you can find it in the description below. Okay, next. Obviously, you know what the deal is. I deal with the altar, so you know that's going to be on there. Your altar work. And specifically, if you want an altar dealing with protection, just Google deities for protection, gods and goddesses for protection. Find a deity that resonates with you if you already don't have one or two, and just make an altar for that particular deity. You can go to my channel, how to set up an altar, and find out all the information you need to get an altar. You can go to l9shop.com and get your altar supplies, but set up an altar for a deity. And what I would do is every time I give an offering, which I recommend daily, say something like, thank you for protecting me, my family, and our home. Or thank you for protecting me, my energy, my mind, my body, and soul as I go about my life. Use your own words, but say something. It's called programming your altar, saying the same things at your altar every time you give an offering. So if you get an altar for a deity of protection, say something like, thank you for protecting me, my family, and my home. That's exactly what I say every time I give an offering. And the way it works, and this is the analogy I like to use, every time you give an offering, it's like putting $1 in the bank. So imagine after a year, 2 years, 3 years, you have all that cash there, all that spiritual energy built up. The more spiritual energy you have on your altar, the more it's going to help you physically, mentally, and spiritually. I have stories where just shown protection, where things could have went left, but and I base it on my altar work. It didn't go that way because I've been programming my altar for many years and working with the same particular deities, which the deities are just higher versions of your human self. So that's a whole nother topic within itself. But altar work is another thing that you can use in order to protect your energy. Okay, I got 2 more for y'all. And for the people rocking out live, this is less than 10 minutes. I wanted to make this where I give you all the information in a very quick time. But for everybody watching this live, rocking out with me now, after I'm done, if I see any questions that I feel that will be important to a lot of people, I answer it, or if I get any super chats, I answer it. So I'll rock out with y'all for a little bit when I'm done. But two more, and these are by far the most powerful. The first and the last one is a customized protection talisman. A talisman that someone makes for you, or a talisman that you make for yourself. A talisman is a protective tool that, unlike thinking or positive thoughts, once you have a talisman on your body, once you place it on your person, or once you place it on your home, you don't have to think about it. It's sort of like having an alarm for your crib, like an alarm system for the crib. So when somebody break in, you go, woo, 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 your alarm's going to go off. A talisman works the same way. It's a magical tool that you don't have to think about. Like I say, you just put it on your person or leave it in your crib. Now, you may not be comfortable making a talisman. If you're not, we offer that service where I personally make customized talismans. The link for that is also below. But if you're interested in making your own, just Google how to make a protective talisman and then read all the information and make it. But a talisman is a very effective way to do any type of magic, but especially for your protection. So, customized protection talisman or a talisman would be a great suggestion for you to protect your energy. All right, and lastly, is will be a medallion from tybro.com, tybro.com, and that medallion is called the Angels of Sanctification, or AOS medallion. Just like the talisman, once you have a medallion, you don't have to think about it. You just put it on, and that's what it is. You will be protected. That's also linked below. Make sure to go to Tybro, read all the information, and if it resonates with you, cop a talisman from them. So once again, in no particular order, depend on where you are on your path. Keep your distance. Don't go to people, places, or things that where you feel like the energy is not going to mesh well with you. Create your own mantra, prayer, or word of power. Cross your arms when you're in public or you feel like you need to protect your energy. Carry grounding crystals. Grounding crystals will be root chakra crystals. Magical Protection book by Damon Brand, which you can cop on Amazon for the low. Altar work, connecting with a deity of protection or rocking out with the deities that you're already messing with, and just saying something like, give thanks for protecting me, my family, and our home. Customized talisman or making your own talisman. Once again, I personally have been making talismans for over a year now, and you can cop that at l9shop.com. The link is below. And also a medallion from tybro.com, specifically the AOS medallion. You can also look at the Damian medallion or some other ones, but that's probably the best one as far as general protection. So this has been Ali. If you have to bounce, peace and love and all that good stuff. For those watching it live, let me see. We got so many people, 100 and something people in here. Appreciate y'all for coming through. So if this information resonates with y'all, give me some nines. Give me some nines in the chat box if this information resonates with you. If you're watching this playback, if you have some other tips, make sure to leave a comment to make sure to help other people out. I figure this is a very popular subject matter. I've gotten a lot of people requesting that I do something for protection. So I gave you what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 joints. 8 joints. I can assure you one of these will help you very much so. Shout out to my moderators, Shanika, Jazz, and Janae. Make sure to leave your contact information as well to my moderators. Make sure to leave your contact information. And like I said, if I have any questions that I think will help a lot of people or super chats, I'll be more than happy to answer that. What's up, Queen Chrissy? Peace on my accelerator members. Make sure to go to spiritualaccelerator.com if you want to work with me. So glad the information resonates with y'all. Glad it works. Yeah, protection. Only thing about a protection bubble visualization or protect yourself with white light, what happens soon when you stop thinking about it? You feel what I'm saying? Same thing with smudging. You notice I didn't say anything about a protection bubble or smudging. For one thing, smudging, the smoke goes away. You feel what I'm saying? So imagine when the smoke come back, you're gonna have to deal with whatever left. And the thing about a protection bubble is soon when you stop thinking about that protective bubble, then what happens? That's why I gave you things that you don't have to think about, practical and easy things you don't have to think about. Yeah, you can cash at me, S. Myers. S. Myers is my cash app. Just my name. Um, yep, Jazz the Medium on YouTube, Facebook, IG, and TikTok. Janae, my other moderator, Janae's Gems underscore boutique and or Janae's gems.com and also holler at on IG. And SB got the juice IG as Zaha Aura. So definitely appreciate my moderators. You can find out all the information about the spiritual accelerator. Just go to the website and read everything. Only thing about that program, I don't try to sell it. Of course, I'm gonna mention it, but I'm never going to try to sell it or be like, "Oh man, you can get in and all that stuff or whatever." It's for those who resonate. I rather have 10 people, even though it's way more members than 10. I'm just making a point. I rather have 10 people that are really serious and about that life and bring and fit in well with the community that we already have than 20 people who are just there doing their own thing and stuff like that. I'm big on energy, super big on energy. Appreciate it. Shoot the scientist, appreciate it. Appreciate everybody sending cash apps and all that good stuff too, yo. Yeah, Jazz, she's definitely in the accelerator. She says a member of the spiritual accelerator community. I highly recommend this group. It's the only spot that I know of that people are not fugazi, really about that light, super cool, not corny, and just peace, love, and light, and ashe, and flowery and stuff. Like people are just regular, but they're cool, but they're also spiritual. That's my favorite type of people. If I had to be honest, I love regular, down to earth, cool people, but also highly spiritual. Like my favorite type of people is when you meet them, you just whoop de whoop think they regular, but you wouldn't even know they really about that work. You feel what I'm saying? I would consider myself of that kind of energy. Where if I'm out and about, if you don't speak to me, if I don't share my vibration, you just think I'm a regular cat. I love that. As opposed to somebody feel like they have to wear everything and put on all the garb and with the bow and do all that weird stuff. Once again, if that's you, do you. But a lot of people are doing that, being fugazi. They're trying to trick you and trying to conceive you, deceive you. Just like a lot of spiritual teachers. Now I don't even want to get into it. Yo, get my point. Yo, get my point. A lot of cats be wilding, in my opinion. When you're genuine, you don't have to prove it. You don't feel the need to prove it. Have you ever been around anyone who talks about themselves and just big up themselves and they just keep talking about themselves? Somebody come in mind is I was building with some cats and he just kept telling me how smart he was, how much smarter he was than everybody, how everybody always thinks he's the smartest person. He just kept saying it, which led me to believe you want people to think you're smart. And my whole thing with that is you're always smart until someone smarter is around. You're rich until someone richer is around. You're spiritual until someone more spiritual is around. I practice being humble and trying to downplay things. Like I said, I'm just a college dropout just trying to figure it out. You feel what I'm saying? That right there comes across like I'm not trying to be something bigger than what I am. I personally believe if you are who you are, it's going to show through your works, and people should talk about it more than you, in my opinion. But once again, do you by all means. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, I appreciate the super chat. Shoot, the scientist, you didn't have a question or anything, I'll be more than happy to answer anything that you have going on, yo. Appreciate that, Yvette. That's dope energy in the building. What up, Chad? What's peace to the God, bro? Hey, I sent the magic group information out, B. You said you want to be in a magic group, bro. Come on. You have to correspond with me. Go to the dashboard, click on Magic Group. You need to holler at me quick because we have our first meeting Tuesday. And it's not going to be some open thing where anybody can come through. Even if you're a member in the accelerator, you have to come through next Tuesday. That'll be the first meeting. So I want to keep it where it's the same people. We're doing the same thing. It's gonna be crack. It's gonna be crack. What up, Kay? Yeah, we miss you. I was just thinking about you the other day, actually. I want you part of the Magic Group as well. My accelerator members, go to the dashboard and click Magic Group. If you want to be a part, you need to get down, yo. You need to get down. Yeah, it's a membership, it's a community, Raymond. Go to spiritualaccelerator.com. I don't want to make this sales pitch and start keep talking about it. Spiritualaccelerator.com. Read the information, and if it resonates with you, get in. And I also offer a 30-day money back guaranteed. And guess what? I've never had to give a money back. There's thousands upon thousands of hours worth of free content, or not free, but content on there. We've been doing the program for like 3 years. I have content galore on there. A lot of stuff I haven't talked about on YouTube and stuff like that. Don't join for the magic group. That's a bonus. Please do not join for the magic group. It is a bonus. I won't, and I'm not saying that you're not this way. I just want pure intention. And truth be told, the magic, once we really get into it, it's not going to be selfish and personal. We're going to do magic to help heal this planet. We're going to do things to help other people. That's Let me give y'all a trick, y'all. Let me give y'all a trick. Let me be very clear. You reap more benefits when you give. You reap more benefits when you give. A lot of you are trying to manifest, but you should be womanifest. You feel me? You get more when you give. You're trying to do things, and I'm saying it's more selfish. It only benefits you. The universe looks out for those who help the universe. So when you give freely and help raise the vibration on this planet, then your return is plentiful. When you focus on yourself and try to do only for you, then your return is limited. Give without expecting anything in return, and you'll have more than you need. That is a jewel, and I had to be very slow with that because people don't get it, because most humans are just selfish. I'm not saying anybody here are not trying to throw subliminals. I'm just giving y'all something. You feel what I'm saying? Appreciate that, Sharisa. Hold on, femifestation, woman manifestation, womanifestation. Um, so yeah, I don't see any questions. The person left a super chat didn't have a question. All brothers know you came through a few weeks ago with the MF Dude channel, and the timing was on point. Just work on follow my path. Yeah, man, the MF Doom, peace and blessing be upon the God, man. He would soon when I did that video, his energy kind of went away or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, yo, that was a major download. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. I know the Wiz, she had somebody, or she had Doom came in her dreams as well, or whatever. Do a video on fasting. Have I done a video on fasting? Somebody check my joint. I might have done something on fast. If not, I definitely can do something on that. I need to do another fast. I do intermittent fasting, as they call it. IF, intermittent fasting. I do that, but I just did that just because I don't like to eat breakfast. I've been doing intermittent fasting forever. But truth be told, Elijah Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, in his book, How to Eat to Live, he was talking about eating 1 meal a day before it was called OMAD, and all these people are popularizing it. Eat 1 meal a day. Elijah Muhammad was talking about eat 1 meal a day in the 70s. You see what I'm saying? Like, we talk about this new school, but new school means there was an old school. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of stuff that we're talking about and doing, the ancestors already laid it out. You feel what I'm saying? Another super chat. What we got on here? Do you feel we are in a purging period on the planet? And thank you for that super chat, Healthy Urban Girl. Like your name too, by the way. I don't want to assume what you're saying, so you ain't gotta leave another super chat, but just tell me what purging means to you. What do you mean by purging? What does that mean to you? I just finished watching a metaphysics becoming mainstream lie. That was exactly what I wanted to hear when you mentioned self mastery. I don't have any videos on working with a particular deity. No. Hey, what's up, Vanessa? Great AM to you. You feel what I'm saying, Wanda? In the 70s, yo, he was talking about 1 mil a day and all of that. I actually got videos talking about intuition. I got ways to increase your intuition, how to differentiate between your own thoughts and your intuitive thoughts. Check my channel. I got mad videos, yo. I've been on YouTube for years, for years. And I had a channel way before the one that you're on now. If you put in my name in YouTube, you'll find a plethora of information. And I can honestly say I stand behind everything I said because I don't get on YouTube and just talk philosophically and what I believe or whatever. I talk about things I either know or things I do. So I'll never have to go back and fact check, or the videos I make mostly are evergreen, meaning that you can watch it anytime or whatever, and it's going to resonate with you. Definitely Deity Linkage Manual, my book, #1 bestseller. Obviously, if you want to work with deities, even if I didn't write the book, that's the go-to book for working with deities, in my opinion. That and Anatomy of Spirits by Judica Ills. Deity Linkage Manual and what is it called? Encyclopedia of Spirits by Judica Ills, or go hand in hand. Those both should be in your library if you're working with deities and working with the altar. So did you put on there, let me see, Healthy Urban Girl, what does purging mean to you so I can better answer your question? What up, Lady T? Peace to the God. What up, Chris? Yes, a medallion loses power if it's damaged. Yep. Appreciate that, DeMarcus. It's the truth as far as you. And the way I stay humble is how you're saying all your teachings are the truth. Somebody else can come and say, Ali don't know what the hell he's talking about. And y'all know my thoughts. Both of y'all are right. So it depends on how you feel. Got a video on Motivite. It's my favorite crystal by far. Some people don't rock with it. Some people say that Motivite makes them feel woozy or weird or whatever. My favorite crystal by far. That's the crystal I was using when I made my contact with the extraterrestrial. Have you ever done videos about the heart chakra? Maybe. I've done videos dealing with the chakras, but I don't think I did a video talking about the heart in particular. Okay, Healthy Urban Girl, you haven't told me what purging means. How you're using the word purging. So I just put it like this: our planet is definitely going through growing pains. Let's just put it like that. And anytime that you're going through growing pains, there's discomfort. You're not going to feel comfortable. I liken this to when you're having a child or when a female is in labor. You're you're breathing, you're going through those labor pains or whatever. Even before you go into labor, your stomach hurts, you're hurt, you're woozy, you want to lay down, you're cranky, all these different emotions or whatever. That but soon when you get birth to that child, it's probably one of the most beautiful things you'll ever see is the birth of a child. So that growing pains or them pains or that labor work yields a beautiful thing called baby. Anytime that you're growing, there's certain pain. Same thing with working out. When you go work out and you pumping on weights, like I did back today, so I'm working out my back. I'm breaking down the muscle. It is painful. But what happens is soon when you rest, your muscles are able to build more muscles to withstand that pressure. So simple point, your muscles grow while you rest. That's growing pains. The spiritual journey. When you're going through your Kundalini awakening, or when you're going through a spiritual awakening, a true spiritual awakening doesn't feel good. For anybody to tell you that you're gonna see unicorns and rainbows and chocolate colored socks, you feel what I'm saying? Like you done married Erica Badu. You notice every dude Erica Badu gets with, she turns out. Proofs in the pudding. You know what I'm saying? Jay Elect, Common, Andre Three Stacks. Soon when they get with Erica Badu, they a whole nother god. You feel me? But that's a whole nother story. But when you're going through your spiritual journey, your spiritual awakening, it's usually painful. It doesn't feel good, you know? But once you come out of it, it's unicorns and rainbows and all that beautiful stuff. But the journey itself, especially early on, is painful for most people. You feel me? So growing pains are necessary in order to ascend. I believe our planet is going through that right now, growing pains. You have people, in my opinion, who are considered spiritual, occult, and metaphysics, higher consciousness, all that stuff, and they're knuckle dragging like regular humans, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like people are hurting as far as what they're doing because you have a conflict of interest. Your spirit is telling you, I don't need a mask. I don't need this. I don't need media. I don't need that. But yet you're participating in it. So you're telling yourself, I don't need this, but yet you're participating in it and it's causing confusion. So I see a lot of people that aren't balanced because they're not living their authentic self. In my opinion, we need more people living their authentic self. I don't care if 99 people are going one way. If I feel otherwise, I'm not going to follow the crowd. Never. I'm going to follow my spirit. Y'all know my phrase, follow spirit, not humans. Don't follow me. Don't follow Janae. Don't follow Jazz. Follow your spirit and you'll be better off. Women lie, men lie, numbers lie. Your spirit doesn't. Your spirit doesn't. Okay. All right, so that's what it is. That's what it is. I don't see any other super chats and I don't see any other questions pertaining to the video. So I'm going to close out with that. Make sure to l9shop.com, the number 9shop.com. We still have a number of items on closeout. Go to the shop menu, look on the right hand side, and click closeout items. A lot of stuff that we're damn near just giving away to phase out some of the things that we're no longer going to carry. We're more going to focus on our stuff that we make. Speaking of which, I got a new talisman I'm going to offer as well. Probably have that up sometime this week. Also, if you want to work with me, spiritualaccelerator.com. Read all the information, join a community of like-minded souls, get a bunch of exclusive content that you won't find on my YouTube channel. And also, never mention this, but if you feel like you need to talk to me one-on-one, salimyers.com. You can sign up for a consultation. But like I tell people, don't get a consultation if you're not ready to work. I don't like wasting my time and I don't like wasting anyone else's time. But if you get a consultation, please be ready to work. You're in a spot where you really figuring things out. You feel like you're missing something, maybe a technique or maybe something that you feel like you're missing. Please speak with me when you're ready to work. I pride myself on being able to work with someone one-on-one in a matter of a short period of time and give you a year's worth of work. So humbly put, that's one of my specialties. I get people on a fast track to expedite their spirituality, if you would. All right. So appreciate peace and love to everybody. Until next time, peace.